See that there are different layers of fringe. She has at least 3 different levels. One fringe that faces inward, a patterned cloth in between, and another set of fringe on the outside before you even get to the actual beadwork itself. Haitians are real into red and blue because it's our flag color scheme. And so you'll see that there are actually droplets of red and blue that are framing the border on the outside. From the top, you see that there are 3 color schemes: purple, white, and black. These centerpieces, 1, 2, 3 of purple and black, accompanied by a white sash, are all of the colors of the Gede spirits. The Gede are a family of spirits who govern over life, death, and sexuality. They are both alpha and omega, how we come into this world and how we exit. Her creation of this sash resembles funerary iconography. And so I think that that is one way of creating a sort of arch of Gede's governing over such a devastating experience like the 2010 earthquake. I also will point out that in accompaniment of these Gede colors, you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different skulls. Skull and bones are associated with the Gede, again, as spirits of death. In Haitian philosophy and Haitian understanding, it's understood that everybody will meet their maker at the time that is fitting and appropriate for them. And if you closely look inside of the skeletons, you'll see that there are multicolored iridescent butterflies as eyes. I'm really convinced that this is a representation of Loko. Loko is the spirit of initiation. He is the master of the asson. He is the one who gives priests and priestesses the asson when they are ordained at the highest level of initiation, asogwe. Loko is associated with butterflies, and typically Papa Loko is associated with the colors yellow and green. But Loko is also associated at times with black butterflies. And when butterflies, particularly black ones, appear, people say that somebody's time has come and that a spirit will be transitioning. So when you see a butterfly, that may be Papa Loko, that may be another spirit or an ancestor visiting, but when you see a black butterfly, it's a symbol, a harbinger of death to come. So with Constant including Gede all around as a border inside this tapestry with butterflies as eyes, to me that is an incredibly sophisticated technique of bringing in life, death, and promise for new beginnings, even amidst devastation. There are so many different elements and components, but I do want to point out the title and the accompanying text on the top. So the title here that she includes is Haiti Madi 12 Janvye 2010. Haiti, Tuesday, January 12th, 2010. That's the date of the earthquake. That's the first text that I saw in this piece. But if you look closely up ahead in the upper left quadrant, you'll see that a tree has as leaves a text that emerges at the top. That, to me, is suggestive of the 10 Commandments. They look like tablets. They look like biblical tablets. And we can read the text there. So it states, Garde la peine. Nou pa ka kontrole combien milieu de cadavres corps moun qui disparaît. Mouvement séis, mardi 12 janvier 2010 à 4h53 minutes. Ça, c'était un gros moment terrible pour homme. The translation is, look at this pain, look at this devastation. We can't begin to count how many thousands, millions of dead bodies disappeared in the moment of this earthquake, Tuesday, January 12th, 2010 at 4:53 p.m. This was a horrifically terrible moment for humanity. All throughout, you see so many people in different places, spaces, positions. Somebody here looks like they're climbing, and you see a pillar that looks like it's been destroyed, that looks like it's been cut in half. That could be a potomitan, it could be an electrical pole. You see somebody who's here on their knees, clasping their hands to their head, as if in concern and disarray. Somebody else who could be sleeping, who could be deceased. The number of different skin tones that are represented. You see figures who are tasked with the heavy work of carting deceased people, quite likely to a mass grave. And here in the very center, you see an enormous cross. This could be in the cemetery. And you see that there's rope that's wound across it. There's an eye, an all-seeing eye in the very center. That is recognizing the Masonic imagery that is part of Haitian Vodou culture and tradition. Next to that all-seeing eye is an angel weeping. And it looks to me like they're holding a lambi, like they're holding a conch shell. It's known that Nigmawan, who is the Maroon man, one of the iconic representations of Haitian liberation. It is said that the Maroons and Haitians fighting for freedom would use the conch shell like drums as a way of saluting one another and as a way specifically of delivering messages across the island and across the nation. And so to me, the fact that we have a representation of an angel weeping and holding a conch shell suggests this is a moment of pivotal change in Haitian history. There's before the earthquake, and there's after the earthquake.